Now, Anthony Fantano gets sued by Activision. Gotta talk about the story right here. Now, Anthony Fantano, the needle drop, the internet's busiest music nerd. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with this man right here. Anthony Fantano is a 37-year-old music critic out of Connecticut who's getting sued by a billion-dollar company. Yes, you heard that right. I want to talk about this story because it involves an independent creator, which I myself am, so it hits very close to home. Now, what exactly is going on? Well, let me fill you in as you're munching on that food. Please don't eat so fast. I don't want you choking on that food because I want you coming back to these videos. So the story starts with this TikTok clip right here.
Ooh, a fresh pie? Save me a slice. That's good. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's... All right, that's good. Okay. All right, okay, all right. Okay, that's good. That's good. It's enough slices!
If you're not looking at the screen, let me describe the clip for you. Now, this is a clip that went viral 2 years ago of Fantano saying, "It's enough slices." It's a funny TikTok video where you can see a person slicing up a pizza. They're adding so many slices to the pizza to the point where Fantano is like, in the end, "It's enough slices." Fantano's reaction is pretty funny actually, and it's a meme, if you will, a short funny little clip that went viral on TikTok. That brings us to Activision, a company that's estimated to be worth over $70 billion. So Activision, for anyone who doesn't know, is a video game development / publishing company based in Santa Monica. The company is responsible for some of the biggest Call of Duty video games out there. Now, Activision recently ended up using an audio excerpt from this TikTok clip where Fantano was saying enough slices to promote one of their products. The product in question was a pair of Crash Bandicoot sneakers. They released a new edition of the video game a couple weeks back. So they put up a 19-second clip on TikTok and they used an audio excerpt from the Enough Slices TikTok video by Fantano to essentially promote these Crash Bandicoot sneakers. Fantano then, on June 27, with the help of his legal team, sent a letter to the company stating that they used the clip to promote their video game sneakers and used his name and likeness without his permission, and that in return violated trademark laws. Now, what happened after this is Activision complied and they ended up taking this promotional clip down. But what also happened in the midst of that is Anthony Bag Chaser Fantano said, "Hold up," like that one Kendrick song. "I'm supposed to be getting paid for this." And so Melon Man demanded the company to pay him. He was demanding a settlement payment from Activision for using this clip. And if they don't want to pay up, be prepared to defend this lawsuit that I'm about to file, Fantano said. The number was allegedly somewhere in the six figures. Now, instead of complying with Fantano's request, and this is when we get to the title of this video, Activision pulled the Uno reverse card on the boy and they essentially said, "You," and so they ended up filing a lawsuit against Anthony Fantano. Really, it's not that they sued him back, even though that's what the title says. Clickbait. They filed a complaint for declaratory judgment for non-violation of rights of publicity. Let me explain a little further. What happened here is Fantano brought this fight to Activision, and they now have reasons to believe, since he stated it, that he'll actually be taking legal action by filing a lawsuit. Now, with that in mind, what exactly can they do? Well, they could either wait for him to file it, or they could file an actual lawsuit against him as a response, but that would require that they have a specific complaint against Fantano, which right now they don't. So instead, a declaratory judgment is the next best option. Now, this serves as a preemptive strike, which in other words is an action that's taken when you have the knowledge of an imminent lawsuit. If a business, in this case Activision, has the knowledge that they might be targeted by a lawsuit, a declaratory judgment is a lot of times the best course of action in a case like this. Right here, we have a person who's claiming that you're infringing upon their intellectual property. That's what Fantano's doing here. And that's why he's essentially saying, "I need my pesos." So this is a way for Activision to challenge what Fantano's claiming before he officially files this lawsuit. Moving on from that, so something Activision has came out and claimed after this is that Fantano has not only done this to them, but apparently he's also done this to other TikTok users. Now, that part right there, I'm actually gonna choose to not believe, and this is why I say that. First of all, if this was true, I'm sure those TikTok users would have came out and exposed Fantano, unless it's a company that used his Enough Slices TikTok clip to promote one of their products, just like Activision. Then I don't think Fantano is in the wrong. In that case, he's just asking to get compensated because another company used his name and brand to promote something that they were selling. Unless we're talking regular TikTok users, people who just post clips for fun, I don't think that applies to them, because why would Fantano go after innocent creators who are just reposting a sound, or I want to say using a sound in their TikTok videos to create clips on a platform that he himself put the video up on in the first place. So this is what Activision said about the lawsuit. With Fantano's approval and encouragement, hundreds of thousands of TikTok users have incorporated the Slices audio into their own videos over the past 2 years. Those TikTok users, most of them being not companies, by the way, just regular folks who are trying to create a TikTok video, like a funny TikTok video, right? The article continues, but now Fantano has embarked on a scheme. Nah, he's just trying to get paid, but anyway. Fantano has embarked on a scheme whereby he selectively threatens to sue certain users of the Slices audio unless they pay him extortionate amounts of money for their alleged use. They also said Fantano was very happy to receive the benefit of the public use of the Slices video. It was only after he identified a financial opportunity, well, you should be a back chaser, that's not a bad thing, namely receiving unjustified settlement payments, that he suddenly decided that his consent was limited. So that's the basic gist of this story, and there's a lot of different opinions floating around regarding this situation. Since we're talking about an independent creator like myself, I'm sure you know where I stand on this. I'm with Fantano 100%. Let me explain why. So I look at this pretty black and white. A company that's estimated to be worth billions with a B used an independent creator's voice to promote one of their products. That independent creator should be paid point blank period. Now, my opinion aside, it's unfortunately not that simple, and this is where Fantano and his legal team are gonna have to be a little crafty. So this screenshot right here is attached in the complaint that Activision filed. If you're not looking at the screen, don't worry, I gotcha. Keep washing your dishes or cooking or focus on your work or whatever you're doing. I gotcha, don't worry, okay? So this is a screenshot of the sound from the Pizza Slices TikTok video, and the sound on TikTok is listed under commercial sounds. Brands and businesses can go to the commercial sound section on TikTok and pick out any and every sound that's on there to use to promote their products in videos. And this is something Activision stated in this complaint they filed. From this perspective, I don't know how Fantano could get around this, because the Pizza Slices sound was available on commercial sounds on that section on TikTok. I think one way he could get around this is if they ended up posting or distributing that clip to any other platforms, because in that case, even though they use an audio excerpt from his video on a TikTok platform legally, they still might have possibly somehow broken the terms of service by taking that clip from TikTok and putting it on other social media platforms. Now, since I'm not a lawyer, I'm just a nigga with a microphone in a basement, I don't know if there's any other loopholes as far as that. But what I do know is that Activision obviously has the budget to pay Anthony Fantano. So if it's not about the money, then what is it? Well, they obviously don't want to pay him because they think he's in the wrong for wanting his coins. Personally, I'm not going to sit here and side with a company that's worth over 70 billion, because why would I as an independent creator? These companies got money at the wazoo. We're not talking about a small business that's worth $1 million or $2 million. That would have changed my perspective on this. And even if they are technically in the right, I would still hate for Fantano to not get money out of this because of how much money they have. They got money, bruh. I want Fantano to get something out of this because they're worth 70 damn billion. I mean, come on. I'm not going to sit here and sim for $1 billion company. Ain't no way. I just don't care. They got enough money. I hear 70 billion and I'm like, give the man his 6-figure check, goddammit. After all, they promoted a product of theirs with his voice and brand. Anyway, if you made it this far, do me a favor and like the video. Don't be stingy. Don't leave this video without liking the video. Come on now, don't be stingy. Any thoughts on this story? Anthony Fantano said, give me my coins, Activision. They said, we not trying to give you nada. And here we are, I guess. Are you guys rocking with Fantano on this, or do you think Activision is in the right? Curious to hear what you have to say. You let me know. Catch you on the next one, like always, and I am out.